Hey second graders! Today we are going to be working on Module 5, Lesson 3 for math. So let's get started. Today we are going to be practicing some more regrouping tens into ones when we are subtracting. So when the ones digit in the whole number is smaller than the ones digit being taken away, we have to regroup that. We can regroup one of those tens to 10 ones and add the 10 ones to the ones digit in the whole number. So when we look at the first problem, 25 minus 6, we see that our 5 is smaller than that 6, and we know that we can't take away 6 from 5, so what we have to do is we have to regroup. So we regroup by taking away one of our 10s from this 2, so we're left with 1 10, and those 10s that we took away, we add to our ones on the top. So we add 10 ones to our 5 ones, and 10 plus 5 gives us 15 ones now. So we're now taking away 6 from 15, and when we do 15 minus 6, we get 9. And we do 1 minus 0 because there are no ones to take away from. So 1 minus 0 is 1, so our answer is 19. Our next problem, 43 minus 7, we know that our 3 is smaller than our 7, so we have to regroup. So we regroup by taking away 1 10 from this 4, so we're left with 3. And we add the 10 that we took away to our 3 ones, so 10 plus 3 is 13. So we now take 7 away from 13, and 13 minus 7 is 6. We don't have any 10s down here, so it's a 0, so 3 minus 0 is 3, so our answer is 36. Our next one, 4 is smaller than 8. You can't take 8 away from 4. So we have to regroup. So we regroup using our 10s. So we have 6 10s, but we're taking 1 away, so we're left with 5 10s now. And we add that 10 that we took away to our 4 ones. So 10 plus 4 gives us 14 ones. So we now do 14 minus 8, and that gives us 6. We know that 5 minus 0 is 5. So we bring down that 5, and our answer is 56. Our next problem, 83 minus 6. We do our ones first, but we can't take 6 away from 3 because the 3 is smaller than the 6, so we have to regroup. So we take 1 10 away from this 8, and we're left with 7. That 10 we took away, we add to our 3 ones, and 10 plus 3 gives us 13 ones now. So now we are doing 13 minus 6, which gives us 7. We bring down that 7 because 7 minus 0 is 7, so our answer is 77. Subtract, attack. We have 3 more problems that we are going to be doing the same way, regrouping. So we also can use our 10s and 1s mat to help us out with this. So I'm going to be using that for one problem, and the rest I'll be doing the same. So 35 minus 7, we know that our 5 is smaller than our 7, so we can't subtract that, so we have to regroup. So we take 1 away from our 3, we're left with 2 10s. We add that 10 to our 5 ones, and we are given 15. So we know now that we are doing 15 minus 7, which is 8. We take this, we bring this 2 down because this is 0. 2 minus 0 is 2, so our answer is 28. Now I'm going to be doing the 10s and 1s mat for this next problem. So 56 minus 8. So let's start with 56. So I have 5 10s and 6 1s. So I'm regrouping, so I take one of my 10s away. I'm left with 4, and I regroup that 10 into my 1s. So I now have 10 1s plus the 6 I already had, so I have 16 1s now. So I need to take 8 away from my 16, so I cross off 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. So my answer is 48. Let's see if we're right. So I regrouped. So I took 1 away from my 5, which left me with 4. That looks pretty similar from over there. I added that 10 to my already 6 ones, and I got 16. So far, so good. I cross that off because I'm now doing 16 minus 8, which left me with 8. 4 minus 0 is 48. So were we right? Yep, our answer is 48. Our next problem is 47 minus 9, but because I do my ones first, I know that my 7 is smaller than my 9, so I can't subtract that, so I have to regroup. I take 1 away from my 4, I'm left with 3. I add that 10 to my 7 ones, and I have 17. So I'm doing 17 minus 9, which is 8. Bring down that 3 because 3 minus 0 is 3, and my answer is 38. My last problems for you today are 5 of them, so let's do them. 54 minus 6. I can't take 6 away from my 4 because that 4 is smaller, so I regroup. I take 1 away from my 5, and I'm left with 4 10s. That 10 I add to my 4 10s, or my 4 1s, excuse me. And now I have 14 1s. So now I am doing 14 minus 6, which gives me 8. I bring down that 4 because 4 minus 0 is 4. My next one, 46 minus 8. Let's start with our 1s. My 6 is smaller than my 8, so I can't subtract. I have to regroup. I take 1 10 away from my 4, which gives me 3. I add that 10 to my 6 1s that I have, which gives me 16. So I now am subtracting 8 from 16, which leaves me with 8. I bring down that 3 because 3 minus 0 is 3, so my answer is 38. 26 minus 7. I start with my 1s. My 6 is smaller than my 7, so I have to regroup again. I cross off my 2. I have 1 10 left. I add that 10 that I took away from my 2 to my 6, which gives me 16. So I'm now doing 16 minus 7, which is 9. 1 minus 0 is 1, so my answer is 19. 37 minus 5. Let's look at my 1s first. This one, my 7 is actually bigger than my 5. So do I have to do any regrouping? No, because I can take 5 away from 7. And when I do that, I'm left with 2 because 7 minus 5 is 2. And 3 minus 0 is 3, so my answer is 32. The last one for today, 63 minus 8. 3 minus 8, I can't do that. My 3 is smaller than my 8, so I have to regroup again. I take 1 10 away, I am left with 5. That 10 I took away, I add to my 3 1s, so I have 13 1s now. So 13 minus 8 is 5 1s. 5 minus 0 gives me 5 10s, so my answer is 55. So that is all I have for you today, second graders. I hope that this helps, and good luck.